News Channel 9 at 11 starts right now.
Two speakers with two different religious messages tonight in Chattanooga. Thanks for watching. I'm Kim Chapman.
And I'm Josh Rowe. Tonight, Franklin Graham, son of famous preacher Billy Graham, kicked off his Decision America tour in the Scenic City. Brittany Martin spoke with Graham tonight, as well as a local minister who has a different message. Brittany.
Josh, Kim, both of those speakers spoke here in Coolidge Park, and you can see behind me here they're still cleaning up from where Franklin Graham took the stage earlier. They're taking off the plastic pieces that were actually underneath the stage. They just towed the stage away a couple of minutes ago. And earlier there were thousands of people here in the park to hear Graham speak. And another group also had a service here, like we just said. They say Graham's message is harsh toward minority groups.
Good evening.
The son of the most famous evangelist of our lifetime visits Chattanooga. More than 6,000 people were in Coolidge Park to hear his message.
Our country is in trouble. And the Republicans aren't going to turn this thing around. Democrats aren't going to turn this thing around. Only God can turn it around.
Graham says he's on tour to remind people that God is still here in a world surrounded by evil. We caught up with him before he spoke tonight. This is his first stop on the countrywide tour.
The blue states are the most secular areas of the United States, so I want to go pierce the blue wall, but we're not doing it for Republicans or Democrats. We want to pierce the blue wall for God.
He says America has a lot of problems, terrorism and loose immigration standards being one of them.
The people that are doing this, before we just open up and say everybody come in, we need to know who's coming into our country today, not just from those countries on the ban list.
Another religious group held a service at the same time.
We want to welcome people to decide for love instead of hate.
They held signs that said things like, "No room here for hate." Elena Kaylin Cobb held the service.
Once upon a time, I was a fundamentalist at a rally, and I needed to hear another voice telling me that who I was loved and who I was welcome in the church, and that's the message I want.
Elena is transgender and says Christians like herself should be more accepting of others.
I believe the only real Christian response to anything involving welcoming of refugees, welcoming of people outside our own faith, is to welcome the stranger. There's countless scriptures that reference welcoming those who are aliens.
I asked Franklin about his father, Billy Graham. He said he's proud of all that he's accomplished. Billy Graham is now 98, living in North Carolina. Reporting live from Coolidge Park, Brittany Martin, News Channel 9.